but it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with it, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the ring.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I told no wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that's 380.
56, right there, 56.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Brady. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 4. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, He might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Down. Blue 80.
Mike, 44. You.
What's up?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
White Monday. Stay down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Eckler, and an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
What down? 280. 44. That's the pass.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And this one is right down Broadway. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Wait, 20! Alert! 56. Be a long day for you. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Hey, Haywood. Jackson, reload.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On second down, McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just have a great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't. 9.
On play action. Now Carr. For Keenan Allen. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Here is Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
6-18.
Throwing now is Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
It's Carr Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Quit talking about it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Carr. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr looking downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Brady to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Keenan Allen, the intended target, third down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw his car. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
It's Eckler again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Hey, Delta. 50's the
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. From the 16, Carr is complete to Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Say that. Like 20.
Mike 49.
Hey, check it. Hey, box drop.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, 66. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Brady now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Eckler. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Alabama, 380. Hey, check. Check 31, check 31.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. From the 44, Brady, it's Hill, complete. And some room to work. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 180. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
White Monday down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. To throw, it's Carr. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Carr now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Okay, baby, I see you.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Carr now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 45 on second down, Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Complete to Jones. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We're good.
Back to throw, Carr. Jones has it. And he's got this down to the 35. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm trying to collect. 694.
To throw his car. Caught by Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.